On telemarktalk.com, there's been a thread where people are posting some footage of themselves skiing, looking for advice on their technique. And it's come up on there that people are having issues trying to get footage of themselves skiing because cross-country downhill can be such a solitary sport sometimes. Of course, it's nice if you have somebody else to go with and somebody who can film you. But what I do is I have a fanny pack that I carry with me, and I can get footage from my waist. I can angle the camera such that I can get my ski tips as well as the horizon. But I can also strap it onto trees. And what I've got right here is just a little phone holder such as you might use for jogging or exercising at the gym, to just put the phone around your arm. I strap that around the fanny pack. Fanny pack goes around me or around a tree. I can also set this whole contraption on some branches, and it's better than just trying to balance my phone on a tree branch. Allows me to get skier perspective as well as third person perspective, or whatever you want to call it. Onward and upward and homeward bound. As much fun as it would be to just spend the day right here, that's not my plan today. But that'll be a nice perk on the return. I'm gonna continue making my way up here. Well, I started at about 7,500, just a little bit higher than that maybe. Now I'm just shy of 8,400. Continuing up. I imagine I'll be heading past this point and probably not quite making it to that point. That's pretty far off. But hopefully I can make it up to about 9,500 or so. I've shot a number of my videos this winter down in that valley. It's got a few little nice side hills for some cross-country downhill. But up here, I can get more vertical. I'm not going to be skiing any of these big lines off the side just yet. The snow's a little too crusty. At least right now. It might warm up, or we might get some more snow to soften it up. Hoping for one of those outcomes for my descent. Man, cannot differentiate just white from white. Did not know when the bottom was coming. A little crusty. I don't know that I would really feel like touring all the way back here in deep powder, but I would definitely feel like skiing these slopes in deep powder. Well, I'm approaching that 9,500 foot mark, and I've come to part of the hill that's north facing and sheltered. Creaminess may change at the bottom here. That was worth the effort to ski something nice today. Give me this all day, every day, even in the summer. I think that's the fattest aspen trunk I've ever seen. There's another fat one through there, and there's one that's still alive and is pretty fat. The last one standing of what must have been a grove of some very thick aspens at one point. But this one right here, I couldn't even come close to reaching my arms around that. Marvine Peaks. I think that's Rat Mountain. There comes the storm, looking off to the northwest, so I'm gonna head down. The snow is a bit more agreeable now than it had been earlier, so I think it'll be a pretty pleasant ski back. Sleepy Cat Peak, north side of the flat tops, outside of the wilderness. And over there is, I'm not sure, maybe Pagoda Peak. Beautiful country, great snow, looking good enough. Oh, my legs are spent. Well, I'm taking a little break in this tree to get out of the wind and to rest my legs. This has been the most ambitious outing of the winter, and my legs are cramping with every step. Both sides, quadriceps and hamstring. So fortunately, this little bench presented itself to me. Little natural bench. So we'll carry on in a little bit. Hopefully this rest is enough to get my legs to chill out. Well, so far, by taking breaks when I see a nice tree to sit on, I've been able to get my cramps to go away, and that's allowing me to ski. Still not the prettiest. Taking it pretty conservatively, because I don't want to have to heroically dodge a tree and set my muscles to cramping again. But I think this management technique is working. I've had cramps in my quadriceps, my hamstrings, my calves, my toes. That's it so far. That about covers the lower body. Have another break. Hopefully you're ready to ski again a little bit. You know, if your toe's cramping in a telly boot, I say you just power through. It's not really going to affect anything, it's just going to hurt a bit. But when your quads and hamstrings and calves, especially quads and hamstrings, start cramping, the last thing I want to do out here in the backcountry with no cell phone reception is have a muscle just seize up, cramp to the point that I can't get it uncramped. And with both sides of the leg, front and back cramping, it's kind of hard to relax, because you extend or stretch one way to relax one muscle, the other is flexing and insisting on cramping. It's in both legs, so try to give one leg a break, the other decides to cramp. I tend to cramp, especially in soft snow, when I have to go into a pizza because the slope gets too steep. So I'll do a number of little traverses to get down this slope. Once I'm down that, there's maybe one more steepish spot before I'm mostly home free. It's perfect snow for a 3-degree slope. This is really good slushy corn. I just have no energy to ski it on any real pitch. So I have not been linking a single turn. I've just been going telemark stance, angulation, come to a stop. Telemark stance the other way, angulation, come to a stop. And that's how I've been managing my fatigue. It's too bad, because it would be Really fun skiing if I had some energy.